Hello and welcome to ARIRANG News Break. Live from Seoul, I'm Han Da-eun. It has been confirmed a North Korean diplomat who deserted his post in London is now in South Korea. Tae Yong-ho is the highest-ranking diplomat from the regime to ever seek asylum in the South. Our Connie Kim at the Unification Ministry with the latest details.
Seoul's Unification Ministry has confirmed that Tae Yong-ho, North Korea's deputy ambassador to the UK, has entered South Korea along with his family.
Tae Yong-ho's motivation to defect was fueled by his disillusionment with the Kim Jong-un regime, aspiration for South Korea's democratic society, and a better future for children, among other issues.
The spokesperson said Tae and his family are currently under the government's protection, and related agencies are conducting necessary procedures as usual without releasing further details. Tae's defection draws extra attention as he, previously known for being a fervent supporter of Pyongyang's policies, is the highest-ranking diplomat ever to enter the South to date.
Socialism is not something in the air. Socialism is reality. If you read our papers and the magazines and the photos, you can see how socialism is carried on and put into practice in some part of the world.
The Unification Ministry also said this case reflects the growing instability inside North Korea.
There is a growing perception among the North Korean elite that there is no hope in the Kim Jong-un regime. South Korea also believes that stability in North Korea's ruling class is getting weaker.
13 North Korean workers at a state-run restaurant in China, considered to be members of the regime's middle class, defected to South Korea back in April. While in July, a North Korean teenage math genius, part of the privileged class, sought asylum at the South Korean Consulate General in Hong Kong. Many North Korea experts in Seoul expect more defections from the North's upper class to continue, but it's less likely to lead to the collapse of the Kim regime. Connie Kim, ARIRANG News.
Staying with North Korea, South Korea is mulling its next step after the reclusive regime told a Japanese news agency that it has resumed the production of weapons-grade plutonium. An official says Seoul is ready to take strong countermeasures and seek support from the international community. Kwon So-ah reports.
A clear violation of UN Security Council resolutions on North Korea is how one official from Seoul's foreign ministry has described new details about the regime's nuclear weapons development. Tokyo-based Kyodo News Agency reported Wednesday that the North's Atomic Energy Institute confirmed it's producing plutonium, the key to making nuclear weapons, and is getting ready for another nuclear test. According to the South Korean official, if the claims are true, Seoul will closely discuss countermeasures with related countries and international agencies, as any activity related to North Korea's nuclear program go against the tough international sanctions on Pyongyang. North Korea's intent to resume production of weapons-grade plutonium is nothing new, but this is the first time since it vowed to restart its Yongbyon nuclear reactor in 2013 that Pyongyang has officially confirmed reprocessing is taking place. The International Atomic Energy Agency said in June that North Korea appears to have started to reprocess plutonium at the complex's 5-megawatt reactor. Kwon So-ah, ARIRANG News.
We've reported yesterday that Seoul has seen its hottest month so far on record, seeing the highest temperatures in over 100 years. The extreme and prolonged heat wave is still here, with a high in Seoul forecast to hit a scorching 34 degrees Celsius today. It'll be even hotter down south, with the mercury reaching 35 degrees Celsius in Gwangju. Some parts of Korea's central and southern regions will see sporadic showers with strong winds, thunder, and lightning. We should have some respite from the heat soon, though, as forecasters say temperatures will start to cool off gradually from Sunday. As the sweltering heat continues, many of you here in Korea may be quite worried about this month's electricity bills. To ease financial burden on citizens, the government and the ruling Saenuri Party have launched a 15-member task force to reform Korea's decades-old cumulative electricity rate system. Meeting this morning, the two sides agreed to talk on a monthly basis to craft a reasonable solution to enhancing the current billing scheme by the end of the year. The team plans to study pricing schemes in other countries, especially those with similar electricity usage conditions like Japan. They'll also hold public hearings over how to overhaul the billing system. As part of efforts to curtail consumption, Korea currently uses a progressive billing system for households, which charges higher rates as more energy is used. However, the system is not applied to industries, which account for over half of the country's energy consumption. Now let's get our daily update from the 2016 Olympics in Rio. After a bad couple of days with loss after loss in badminton, volleyball, and wrestling, things could be looking up for Team Korea on day 12 of the Games. Our Lee Eun-shin tells us more.
With two events full of golden hope kicking off, Wednesday is the day Team Korea has been waiting for. In women's taekwondo, Korea's Kim So-hee is guaranteed at least a silver, but hopefully a gold, after making the final. Finishing the nail-biting semi-final with a golden point against her French opponent, the two-time world champion is set to take on Tijana Bogdanovic of Serbia in the 49-kilo gold medal match. Day 12 also welcomed back a sport that has returned to the Olympics after more than a century. After the first round, Team Korea's Park In-bi, the world number 5, is second on a 5-under par 66, one shot behind the leader from Thailand. Also tied with Park in second is world number 6 Kim Se-young. Though the other two female golfers from Korea are way down the field at the moment, hopes are high Team Korea will scoop at least a couple of medals in the sport. Meanwhile, Brazil has sealed a spot in the final of the men's football. Star player Neymar scored after just 14 seconds, setting a record with the fastest goal in Olympic history. Brazil went on to cruise past Honduras 6-0 and is set to play Germany in the final on Saturday. In athletics, Kenya maintained its iron grip on the men's 3,000-meter steeplechase. 21-year-old Conseslus Kipruto claimed gold and set an Olympic record of 8 minutes 3.28 seconds. Kenya now has won every 3,000-meter steeplechase since 1968, having boycotted the 1976 and 1980 Olympics for political reasons. Lee Eun-shin, ARIRANG News.
And that's all from me. Keep it tuned to ARIRANG for more top domestic and global news updates throughout the day. Thank you for watching.